The Gabby Petito case, man. I hate these stories. They're they just bum me out, man. I I'll never understand what makes they think, what makes someone think they could just go kill somebody. Like, you have that right, man. Those kind of dudes. I mean, I don't know if the dude did it or not. If I had to take an educated guess, I'd say that dude's guilty as shit. But I don't know for sure, so. But it's definitely leading towards guilty as shit. And it's dudes like that, dudes that hurt kids, dudes that rape, dudes that just do that sicko shit. I don't have no sympathy for those dudes. You know, someone does that to your kid. Man, I have daughters, I have granddaughters. I'd put at least an 8-inch piece of steel in their chest, man. Straight in their windpipe. Make sure that motherfucker never breathes again. But she went camping with her boyfriend. God, that's irritating me. She went camping with her boyfriend, and I don't know if they had domestic issues already, but the cops were called. Someone heard her screaming and shit. And, you know, there's just no excuse for hurting old people, chicks, or fucking kids, man. Trust me. My old lady's done some foul ass shit, man. And well, let's not get into that. But you don't do it, man. You don't do it. First of all, they're putting their, basically lives in your hands. If you're going to live, you're supposed to take care of them. If you don't want to take care of them, you don't want to do that anymore, just leave, man. You know? What's with the having to kill them? Who are you? Who do you think you are, man? I don't know if they found the body or not, but I mean, you put 2 and 2 together, and that poor kid probably is gone, man. And it's a shame, I got a 22-year-old son and 24-year-old daughter and 28-year-old daughter, and I couldn't imagine some piece of shit taking them. It just infuriates me. It makes me just want to grab the dude by his throat, Just watch his life leave his eyes with your hands around his throat. He's looking right at you. That's the kind of shit that would make me feel better if I was the parent, or hell, it would just make me feel better right now. People like that should get, and they'll get their comeuppance, but in this life or the next, you can't go around doing that kind of shit and think you're just gonna be able to walk freely without no consequences, man. Every single one of our actions will carry consequences, man. Trust me. Trust me. You can't get away with that shit, man. It's just not gonna happen. No way. Maybe I hope the parents get justice. I hope, because, man, I ain't even gonna sit here and pretend to know how that feels to lose a child, man. It's just not supposed to happen. You're supposed to bury They're supposed to bury you, not you bury them, man. It's fucking just gut-wrenching to think about. And, man, the dude, no doubt, piece of shit. The parents are getting a hard time, man, and I get it. You know, I get it. They're very, you know, portrayed as very cold people, and that's not gonna resonate well with people, man. It just won't, you know. Even if they're the best people, but the way they're being portrayed is like bad people that help their son. And this might not be the popular opinion, but if my son showed up with a dead body in the trunk, I'm grabbing a fucking shovel, man. No bullshit. I'm grabbing a shovel. I'm not asking no questions. I'm just getting rid of it. You know, say what you want, but I ain't turning my kid in. No way. No way, man. So, of course you want them to tell what they know and all that, but you gotta understand, man. Some people can't do that to their kids. Some people can. Shoot, my dad would not have a problem with turning me in. One time I was driving a work truck and I tapped this dude on the bumper, you know, and he gets out of the car and just starts rolling around on the floor like screaming. I barely tapped his bumper, man, and I didn't have a license, and it was just, I was like, man, get the fuck up, you know, lying little bastard. And he just lay there grabbing his neck, you know. So I just split. And sure enough, a fucking hero took my picture, my license plate, and the police went to my dad's house, because that's where the register owner was, left a card. They just left a card. Man, my dad called him up, gave him my fucking social, he didn't even have to call, let's be honest. And even if he did, he said, all he had to do, I don't know, man. All kinds of people drive that. But no, not my dad. He's straight. Went out of his way to tell on me. And I'm not mad about it, man. I wouldn't do it, but whatever. I got a book and release for hit and run and drive. And that's another thing, man, that's crazy, is I went to, it was this bullshit case, and I pled guilty to driving with a suspended, because I was like, oh man, I don't want to hit and run, right? Driving on a suspended was a $2,000 fine. Hit and run was like a $300 fine. Totally got bamboozled, man. But whatever, you do shit like that, there's gonna be times when you get caught, and you gotta deal with it, you know? This dude took off into the mountains. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna catch him, you know? It's only a matter of time. This case is getting so much attention. And that dude is such like a little weasel looking dude. Fucking lame for sure. I guarantee that dude's a straight lame. And people want closure, people want closure for the family. I wouldn't want to be that dude. And I don't know how people feel about Dog the Bounty Hunter, but that dude, man, I don't know, man. I already had a kind of issue because he was, one of those wannabe cops that just runs around bear mace and shit, and I don't understand it. And then he comes and acts like he's fucking a detective of the year and shit. It's like, duh, what are you, promoting a show or something, dude? What are you doing here, man? He's always like coming to the whatever case is like big, and he has a book to sell or a TV show or something. That guy's just, now that motherfucker is a clout chaser. If there's a definition of cloud chaser, as I understand it, that motherfucker's a cloud chaser. You know, it's almost like offensive to me. Like, why are, you're there just to take it, and you're banging on the dude's door. You know that motherfucker ain't in there, man. What are you doing knocking on people's door? Who are you? You know? I think, I don't know if it's the TV, the internet, or what, but people have a elevated thought of self. You know? People think they're whatever, but dog bounty hunter, no me gusta. Just don't like the dude, man. And for whatever reason, you know, he could be a good dude. I don't know him personally. Just how I see him on TV, I wouldn't fuck with that dude. No way. Motherfucker be all up in your business, probably fucking. He's always bad mouthing people and then trying to bring them to Jesus, and he definitely looks like one of those smoking, drinking Christians, you know. Thinking of my dad snitching on me. My dad's all fucking really sick with COVID and shit, man. Not doing good at all. Life's too short, man. And if a chick don't want to be with you, you don't want to be with her, just go your separate ways, man. I hope you get sealed up with a straight monster, homie. I really do. That's what you fucking deserve. I hope you get sealed up with a straight monster that fucking rips your head off. Because you ain't about that prison life, man. You can see it in your eyes. You better fucking put that gun in your mouth. Because you're going to have a hard time the rest of your life, man. That motherfucker's going to be a trophy. But I thought the same thing about Scott Peterson, and that motherfucker's walking free. Not free, but you know what I mean? He's off death row, and I'm sure he's PC, but still, surprised someone ain't claimed his head yet. Those abducting cases, they always remind me of that. There's this case not far from my house, man. Well, that's where he dumped her, but they were from Poway. It's about a half hour, 45 minutes away. It's about 45 minutes away. This fucking pervert named David Westerfield, man, went into a fucking people's house, went into a little girl's room, took the fucking little girl, and did God knows what with her in a fucking motorhome, and then just throws her in the bushes like trash. I would need about fucking 5 to 10 minutes to beat that dude to death, man. Who the fuck do you think you are? You know? You don't have the right to put fucking hands on people like that, man. And a kid too, you fucking pervert. All those fucking weirdos make me sick, bro. There's no business. No business, man. You got no fucking business messing with kids, old people. Hell, even civilians, they don't want to fuck with you, man. I just don't know who people think they are, man. And Gabby Petito, man, I hope you rest in paradise. Shame your shit got cut short, man. Poor parents, poor family. I mean, she's definitely in a better place, but still, What's that gonna do for the people here, you know? 23-year-old girl that had her whole life ahead of them. Straight taken by a piece of shit. I'll just never get it. I'll just never get it, man. Why? You know? Just fucking go your separate ways, man. What the fuck did you do, you know? Come to San Diego, man. I would love you to fucking try that shit with me. You ain't gonna try no shit like that with no dude. You're straight punk, man. You're straight punk. You're gonna get your comeuppance, man. You're gonna get your comeuppance.